That's the kind of international excitement the World Cup can bring. But for all that joy, a disturbing picture is emerging from Qatar as it prepares to host the tournament in 2022. It's about the treatment of 1.5 million South Asian migrant workers brought over to build venues. The CBC's David Common joins us tonight with that story. Hi, David.
Wendy, there is a growing movement to target the World Cup's big corporate sponsors. It is an attempt to improve conditions for those migrants who are building all of the venues.
जस्तो अब बिहान 5 बजे 4 बजे उठेर गएपछि बेलुका 10-11 बजेसम्म ड्युटी हुन्थ्यो खानाको टाइम पनि दिएको
Bhupendra's story in an Amnesty International video is hardly unique. 1.5 million migrant workers toiling under Qatar's intense heat to build the glitzy stadiums the Gulf nation can't wait to show off. In the process, hundreds, maybe more, are being grievously injured.
यो माथि तान्न जान्दैन हैन तल मात्रै धकालिन्छ तर यो चलेको छैन अब यो नचलेपछि
The accusations are constant.
2 महिना त मागेर खायो हजुर अहिलेसम्म हाम्रो छोरा चुबेर 1 रुपैयाँ पनि पठाएन हामी यस्तो दुःख काटेर बसिरहेछ हजुर तर मुदिरले पनि एकचोटि मलाई सिकाउनु हो आधी राति 2 बजे राति.
The winner to organize the 2022 FIFA World Cup is Qatar.
After a campaign built allegedly on bribery, which Qatar denied, it won the right to host the 2022 World Cup. To build the venues to showcase the country, it imported Nepalese, Indians, Bangladeshis, Pakistanis, and Sri Lankans. A video put together by the Guardian newspaper shows how they're being housed, often in crowded, dirty, substandard accommodations.
किचन भन्नुहुन्छ भने तपाईहरु गरे हेर्न साध्य छैन त्यहाँ यति मच्छरहरु र यति सांगलाहरु कीटाणुहरु झिंगाहरु त्यहाँ भन्क्या हुन्छ त्यो झिंगा खानामा बसिन्छ त्यही कारणले मान्छे बिमार हुन्छ.
Qatar has this week been showing off new housing for some migrants to the media. But most migrants don't have it this good. Activists have tried to get Qatar, one of the richest nations on earth, to do more. But they aren't satisfied, so they're now targeting the World Cup's biggest sponsors, telling them to push for action. Or they say they'll have blood on their hands.
There's some claims that a worker is killed practically every day.
Mustafa Kadri is with Amnesty.
Now, we're not in a position to endorse any of those findings, but it's very clear that too many workers are dying because of poor working conditions, because of poor legal protections.
Amnesty says 185 Nepalese workers died in just 1 year. A new calculation from Playfair says if conditions on work sites and living conditions don't change, 62 workers will have died for each game played during the World Cup.
So, David, now that these stories are starting to come to light, are things starting to change?
Well, the Qataris have shown some sensitivity to the concerns. They've hired labor inspectors, for instance. But that sensitivity goes another way. Just in the past few days, they ran a BBC News crew off the road, detained them for 2 nights, interrogated them, all because they were going to see where some of these migrants lived.
Wow, an ongoing story. Thanks so much, David. David Common.